Disposal and Royal Flush Septic for all your waste management needs. We offer comprehensive services, including residential and commercial trash removal, septic pump outs, and a variety of porta-potty options with optional cleaning schedules. Trust us for efficient and professional solutions. Visit StarValleyDisposal.com to schedule your service. That's StarValleyDisposal.com.
Drive your career forward by joining the LCST2 Transportation Department. We're now hiring for part-time bus aides starting at $16.75 per hour. Full-time route drivers earn $22 per hour, working only during the school year. Substitute driver and substitute aide positions are also available. Explore these rewarding opportunities and become a vital part of our education system. For more information, visit lcsd2.org and click Job Openings. That's lcsd2.org and click Job Openings.
Discover the thrill of adventure with Salt River Motors, your go-to destination for Polaris side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and sleds. Gear up with premium off-road gear and accessories. And when you are on the road, Salt River Motors keeps you moving with a full automotive service department for tires, shocks, brakes, and comprehensive repair and general maintenance. Visit Salt River Motors on Highway 89 south of Etna or online at saltrivermotors.com.
Whether you're courtside or mat side this season, it's also tax season. This is your Miles CPA tax tip. Filing an extension on your taxes only gives you more time to file your tax return. It doesn't give you more time to pay. If you owe taxes and wait to pay until you file or until the extension deadline, the IRS can and will charge you interest and possibly penalties, starting from the original tax date of April 15th. So even with an extension, it's smart to estimate and pay what you owe on April 15th to avoid extra costs.
My name is Alex Finley. I'm the owner of Adventure Tire and Suspension in Afton. SVI Media has been great to work with, and they make everything easy to get set up with advertising. Right after we opened, they reached out to us and got us set up in no time. I think SVI is great for local businesses to get their marketing set up, and I look forward to working with them even more in the future.
To begin advertising your business, nonprofit, or event, visit svinews.com/advertising.
At Fall River Propane, we're not just your propane provider. We're the ones who make sure life keeps moving. Fall River Propane. Experience the difference.
Battleson Brothers has new inventory on the way, so they need to clear out current stock to make room. Everything must go. In-stock LVP has been discounted to $1.99 to $2.99 per square foot. In-stock carpet is marked down to between $1.39 to $2.49 per square foot. Carpet and LVP remnants are also on sale for just 99 cents per square foot, located a block south of the Arch in Afton.
Price, quality, service, Battleson Brothers Flooring.
There's still time to get out and enjoy what winter has to offer in beautiful alpine Wyoming. Snowmobile in the backcountry with your own sled, or rent one from a local retailer. You could also enjoy the scenery on snowshoes or go cross-country skiing on our groomed trails. Maybe get out on the ice for some excellent fishing. And of course, stay a while with exceptional lodging and dining options. Enjoy the winter while you still can and book your stay in alpine Wyoming.
Star Valley Sports on SVI are presented by Edward Jones Financial Advisors Kyle Terry, creating tailored solutions to address your financial needs, and by Rusty's Tree Service, the tree removal experts. Call 248-2442. The remodel of the hot tub at Kodiak Mountain Resort in Afton has been completed and is open for guests. Kodiak has also begun construction for a swimming pool and additional hot tub, which will open for guests only soon. Book your stay at KodiakMountainResort.com.
I think being in a small town, you just really care and you take more pride in the work that you do because you're working with your neighbors. These are people that you see out in the community. You know, you see them at kids sporting events and parent-teacher conferences and the grocery store. You know, these are our neighbors.
One of the reasons that people also come back to us is they trust us because we are friends, we are family. And so I think there's a lot of trust in the community.
Ever wish you could be the boss of your home Wi-Fi? Well, with Home Zone by Silver Star, now you can. It's like having your own Wi-Fi command center right in your pocket. Whether it's setting up a guest network for visitors, controlling what your kids can access, or checking your connection speed, Home Zone has you covered. With Protect IQ, you'll have a virtual bodyguard for your Wi-Fi, blocking unwanted threats before they reach your devices. Home Zone by Silver Star. Wi-Fi control, coverage, and security all in one.
In the American West, some properties are more than just land. They are legacies. Austin Callison and Andy Neild, licensed across Idaho, Montana, and Wyoming, specialize in marketing iconic Western properties, and their expertise is evident in the sale of the historic CK Ranch, spanning over 6,500 acres just south of Jackson, Wyoming. Trust the team that knows the land. Hayden Outdoors Real Estate, the brand that sells the land.
The greatest cardiac need in Wyoming is simply access to cardiology specialty services as well as other specialty services. Patients don't have to travel an hour and a half or 2 hours.
We do cardiac cath procedures down there, which is the only cardiac cath lab in western Wyoming.
I think it's very personalized care. A lot of them are neighbors and friends.
I think it's really been a blessing for the community as well as all of western Wyoming.
At Western, students don't just earn degrees. They experience growth, friendships, and opportunities. Western Wyoming Community College. Enter here with passion and leave with purpose.
Technology in medicine is advancing all the time. Amazingly, Star Valley Health is keeping up with everywhere else. It provides people an opportunity to get care that is closer, but care that is the same or better quality. Our specialists are fellowship trained and board certified.
Doing care at Star Valley Health has made me feel like I've got a place at home that I can trust and rely on.
Live coverage of Star Valley Sports on the SVI Sports Network is made possible by TerraPower, a nuclear innovation company. The Right Company, your local siding and gutter experts. Call Ready Mix, located north of Afton. Miles Beverage, proud to sponsor Star Valley Sports. Hillam Orthodontics, generations serving generations since 1966. And by Star Valley Glass and Lock, automotive, residential, and commercial glass.
Live on Swift 98, SVI Media, and the SVI Sports Network. This is Star Valley High School Sports and the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off.
February, it's live coverage of Star Valley basketball on the SVI Sports Network with the Riverton Wolverines in town today. Girls varsity action on the way first, followed by the boys varsity. I'm Duke Dance with Dal Erickson, and this is the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off, where you're more than just an account number. At First Bank, visit local branches in Alpine and in Afton. Duke Dance and Dal Erickson here with you, and Dal, the Riverton Lady Wolverines taking on the Star Valley Lady Braves. Riverton coming off a win yesterday, their first in Southwest Quad play over Jackson, 41-35.
Yeah, trying to keep that momentum rolling, and it'll be a tough one here in Afton. The Lady Braves coming off a 1-point loss last night at home. They won by double digits in Riverton. We'll see if they can bounce back from their play last night.
39-38 was the final in Evanston yesterday, and that was it was a tough loss last night for Star Valley. You really want to go on the road and get that win. Evanston's a quality team, and Lady Braves able to come back and take the lead late, but Evanston wins it on a layup as time was expiring.
Well, it's a rivalry game, and it's one of those situations where you knew it was going to probably come down to the end. And there's some things that the girls will be able to look at this next week in terms of their film study that they can point to right away. Things that went good, things that didn't go as good as they could have, and I imagine those two teams may see each other again at the regional tournament, just like it tends to happen.
Star Valley 3-1 inside of quad play, as is Evanston now, but if we are understanding correctly, the Lady Braves do own the tiebreaker against Evanston, so we'll see how everything plays out. If the Lady Braves can take care of business in the last two regular season games, hosting Riverton today, Jackson next week, they should still have the number 1 seed heading into the region tournament, which will take place in Evanston first weekend in March. Coming up in our countdown to tip-off coverage, we'll have your Crimson Corner roundup, recap the rivalry, Millie Kazare courtside, Records Watch of the keys to the game ahead of the anthem, the roster, and the starters on the way. When we come back earlier in the week, I had the chance to catch up with Star Valley High School senior Ambry Nelson, a varsity player as a sophomore with significant time, and of course last year and this year starting for the Lady Braves. Ambry Nelson, the senior spotlight, on the way after this on the SVI Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Elise, and I've been dancing since I was 3, and I love it. I used to get nervous going places by myself, but I don't get worried anymore. Dance has helped me be brave and confident, and I am even on Desi's dance performing team now. I love being with my friends, and I love my teachers.
To learn more about how you or your child could not only develop their dance skills, but also develop as a person, visit desisdance.com. Youth and adult classes are available. That's desisdance.com.
Where do legends come from? Some start as dreamers, even after they're turned down again and again. But everyone deserves a chance to prove themselves.
You know, this is the place that gave me an opportunity to come here and play the game that I love.
At the University of Wyoming, we're the team that believes you can do anything. This is where underdogs come to shine and where real MVPs are made.
The remodel of the hot tub at Kodiak Mountain Resort in Afton has been completed and is open for guests. Kodiak has also begun construction for a swimming pool and additional hot tub, which will open for guests only soon. Book your stay at KodiakMountainResort.com. B&H Auto in Afton has been serving the Star Valley community for over 10 years. With a qualified and trained staff, you can trust B&H Auto for brakes, maintenance, repairs, tires, and more. That's B&H Auto on the north end of Afton. Service you can ride on.
Feeling overwhelmed by managing your finances? Simplify your life with First Bank of Wyoming. We offer a full range of banking services, all under one roof. From checking and savings accounts to loans, mortgages, and rewards credit cards, we've got you covered. Plus, our convenient online banking and top-notch mobile app put you in control of your finances anytime, anywhere. First Bank of Wyoming, the only stop you need for all your banking needs.
Player Spotlight on the SVI Sports Network as part of our first Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off. Star Valley High School senior Ambry Nelson here with us. Ambry, congratulations to the Lady Braves on another great weekend for you guys. 2 wins on the road in Casper. You have been making kind of a habit of that, by the way. That has something that doesn't happen a lot over the history of Star Valley basketball, but over the last couple of years it has. What do you think's been working for the Lady Braves here?
I think our defense, we've just been really aggressive, and we all, I think, want those wins, and we just are motivated, and yeah, it's helped a lot that we all are together as a team and we all want it.
I've been asking this question the last couple of weeks with the Lady Brave interviews, but you mentioned the defense. It really has been quite suffocating. What do you think? What is it about this year's team that makes the defense so good?
We're quick. We all want to get after it, and we just like, I think, push ourselves a lot, and we all want the steals, we all want the deflections, and like, I think especially we're happy for each other. If I get a deflection and Cam gets a steal, I'm like, yes, go Cam. And like vice versa, like we all just want it for each other, so that's great.
Perfect. Outside of the defense, what do you think is another strength of this year's team?
We're good at boarding up. I think, yeah, we get the shots we want, but lately they haven't really been going down, but it's good that we're getting them, and we're like still having confidence when they don't go down to take them, so that's good.
Embry Nelson, our player spotlight on SVI. All right, so this week, back to quad play, Riverton and Evanston, a couple teams you've seen already. What are you guys working on this week for those two?
Playing at our level and not coming down, and Evanston's really good this year, and I think we just need to get after it and play our own game, and the win will come, hopefully.
A little surreal for you to only have now just 4 weeks left of your senior basketball season. You've been playing varsity since a sophomore, so it's been a good ride for you. How's it feel to be at this point?
It's good. I'm not ready for it to be over, but we still have a little bit, but I don't know, it's been a fun time. I love playing, and I just got to enjoy the last moments that I have.
When you look back at the last 3 seasons of playing varsity for the Lady Braves, is there a moment or two, or what are you going to remember the most?
Maybe Morgan's buzzer beater against Kelly Walsh. That was pretty cool, just because it was a good game, and Kelly Walsh's coach was kind of going crazy, so it's just good to remember, and it was awesome.
Yeah, for sure. Embry Nelson, our player spotlight on SVI. All right, Embry, when you're not playing basketball, what else do you like to do?
I like to play soccer, so I play that in the spring, and then anything with like my brothers and my family, like just snowboarding, or not snowboarding, snowmobiling, sledding, anything outdoors.
You had a kickball, if I remember the game against Kelly Walsh, that went clear into the bleachers, so we were joking about it being soccer season almost. Embry, how about right now your favorite class in school?
Probably yoga. It's fun. Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. And least favorite?
Maybe honors bio, like biology. It's kind of hard, but I'm finally done with it, so that's nice.
Excellent. Well, congrats on that. How about after high school? Do you have plans?
I'm going to serve a mission, and hopefully I get my call soon, but that's just kind of the plan for now.
Okay, very cool. Let's see. How about your favorite candy bar?
Probably a Reese's Fast Break.
Nice. I like that. Favorite movie?
Zootopia.
Excellent. Love it. Embry Nelson, player spotlight on the SVI Sports Network.
Discover your future with Simplot, where a multitude of career opportunities await. Whether you're interested in mining, agriculture, engineering, technology, manufacturing, management, or a number of additional options, Simplot offers not just a job, but a truly satisfying and rewarding career. Explore our diverse range of positions and find where you belong. Visit Simplot.com to view available positions locally and across the United States. That's Simplot.com, a world of career opportunities.
Bill Neeb, I operate Teton Truss. We build roofing trusses, floor trusses, wall panels, and affordable homes. My relationship with Bank of Star Valley is very personable. I can call down to Thane, we're on a first name basis. I think Bank of Star Valley also uses character as well as credit score when it comes to making decisions. My dad once told me, going into business, you need a personal relationship with your banker, and I get just that.
Discover the convenience and reliability of Star Valley Disposal and Royal Flush Septic for all your waste management needs. We offer comprehensive services, including residential and commercial trash removal, septic pump outs, and a variety of porta-potty options with optional cleaning schedules. Trust us for efficient and professional solutions. Visit StarValleyDisposal.com to schedule your service. That's StarValleyDisposal.com.
Drive your career forward by joining the LCSD2 Transportation Department. We're now hiring for part-time bus aides starting at $16.75 per hour. Full-time route drivers earn $22 per hour, working only during the school year. Substitute driver and substitute aide positions are also available. Explore these rewarding opportunities and become a vital part of our education system. For more information, visit lcsd2.org and click Job Openings. That's lcsd2.org and click Job Openings.
It's almost game time. This is the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off on the SVI Sports Network.
Inside Star Valley High School this afternoon, Duke Ganson, Tal Erickson with you with the Riverton Wolverines in town for Lady Braves basketball on the SVI Sports Network. And the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off. Your home for totally free checking, where free really does mean free. Just heard from Ambry Nelson, and Tal, she's may have played a little bit as a freshman, even some varsity time, and a few minutes here and there as a freshman. Really came onto the scene as a sophomore, started as a junior, and of course this year as well. She's done a fantastic job handling the basketball for the Lady Braves.
She's one of those players that probably the first summer game this next year, when they start to try and play summer ball, they're going to look around and go, oh, we miss Ambry. She's just been a mainstay in the backcourt for the Lady Braves, done so much for the program. She will absolutely be missed.
Let's continue with the countdown to tip-off coverage. About 7 minutes away between Star Valley and Riverton. Here's the Crimson Corner.
Well, looking at the Crimson Corner track, of course, wrapping up at the Simplot Games. Boys wrestling, they wrapped up yesterday. The Braves finished 4th as a team, 195.5 team points. Natrona won with 220 plus, right in that range. Caleb Lawrence and Tel Perry took first place at regionals. Girls wrestling, they're wrapping up today. The Lady Braves were in first to day one, only by 1 point though, in front of Pinedale with 141. The Wranglers were at 140. And then basketball last night, the Lady Braves lost a tough one last night. Final basket of the game went to Evanston. They nipped the Lady Braves 39-38. The boys had no issues last night. They won 76-47, and that's a look at your Crimson Corner for the night.
It's all part of the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off, and now the roundup presented by Sunrise Engineering.
Some scores from yesterday. Number 1, Cheyenne East all over South Green River. No issues with Kelly Walsh. Central beating up on Laramie in a battle of ranked teams. Natrona County slipping past Rock Springs, and Sheridan doubling up Campbell County. Some matchup today, of course, this one here. Evanston will be up to Canyon at Jackson. Kelly Walsh at Rock Springs, and Natrona County at number 2, Green River. That's a look at your roundup presented today by Sunrise Engineering.
Creating solutions that work and relationships that last. Visit sunrise-eng.com. Another break here. We'll come back with the rivalry and Millie Kazare courtside. Live from Star Valley High School on the SVI Sports Network.
Discover the thrill of adventure with Salt River Motors, your go-to destination for Polaris side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and sleds. Gear up with premium off-road gear and accessories. And when you are on the road, Salt River Motors keeps you moving with a full automotive service department for tires, shocks, brakes, and comprehensive repair and general maintenance. Visit Salt River Motors on Highway 89 south of Etna or online at saltrivermotors.com.
Whether you're courtside or mat side this season, it's also tax season. This is your Miles CPA tax tip. Filing an extension on your taxes only gives you more time to file your tax return. It doesn't give you more time to pay. If you owe taxes and wait to pay until you file or until the extension deadline, the IRS can and will charge you interest and possibly penalties, starting from the original tax date of April 15th. So even with an extension, it's smart to estimate and pay what you owe on April 15th to avoid extra costs.
My name is Alex Finley. I'm the owner of Adventure Tire and Suspension in Afton. SVI Media has been great to work with, and they make everything easy to get set up with advertising. Right after we opened, they reached out to us and got us set up in no time. I think SVI is great for local businesses to get their marketing set up, and I look forward to working with them even more in the future.
To begin advertising your business, nonprofit, or event, visit svinews.com/advertising.
At Fall River Propane, we're not just your propane provider. We're the ones who make sure life keeps moving. Fall River Propane. Experience the difference.
The countdown to tip-off is made possible by First Bank of Wyoming, your home for totally free personal and business checking. Visit gofirstbank.com.
About 3.5 minutes away from tip-off in Star Valley High School, Lady Braves basketball on SVI with the Riverton Lady Wolverines in town. Now let's recap the rivalry with SVI News.
Well, this one's a relatively young rivalry, really. It just dates back to 2005, 2006. Overall, the Lady Braves controlling it 22-4. I double-checked this. My numbers, Lady Braves are 9-0 all-time against the Riverton girls here at home. So, hey, Wolverines could make a little history here tonight. The last game, the Lady Braves pulled away a little bit late, 43-30. That game was in Riverton. Star Valley has won the last 11 meetings dating back to the 2017-2018 season. That's a look at your rivalry presented by SVInews.com.
Visit SVInews.com for your print or e-edition subscription to the Star Valley Independent. That's SVInews.com. We do have Millie Kazare down on the court. She had a chance to catch up with head coach Cade Erickson to get his thoughts on the game today. Millie.
Coming off of last night's game, Coach Erickson told me the focus now shifts into matching Riverton's energy. Coach Erickson described Riverton as a scrappy team that will play hard from start to finish. Because of that, he said it's important they get the 50-50 balls for beating Riverton to their spots and matching their physicality and hustle. One of the goals we had tonight is scoring 10 points a quarter, Erickson told me. Reaching that goal would help put the Braves in a strong position offensively. Defensively, the Braves will need to adjust to Riverton's zone defense. Coach Erickson said sometimes we let it stick in one spot. He said the goal tonight is to keep the ball moving, balance individual playmaking with trust in the team system, and create better scoring opportunities. Overall, Coach Erickson expects to see the Lady Braves play hard tonight against Riverton. We'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Millie Kazare, with the Miles CPA Courtside Report, located in Afton and in Alpine. That is Miles CPA. Dowell Records Watch with the help of Star Valley Disposal.
Well, coming into the weekend, the Lady Braves 8th in scoring, Riverton right behind them at 9th. Rebounding, Lady Braves in the middle of the pack. Riverton actually ranked last in rebounding per game. That could be a factor tonight. Defense, Star Valley leading the way. They're number 1. Riverton ranked 10th. There's a couple other different numbers. Morgan McGee leading the 4A West in free throw percentage, 81%. And Taylor Leesburg leading the Wolverines at 7.6 points per game. That's your Records Watch, presented by Star Valley Disposal.
Residential, commercial, construction, and septic services. Visit StarValleyDisposal.com. Under a minute to go. Here's the keys to the game for the Lady Braves, presented by Star Valley Health.
Well, one of the issues last night, Star Valley did a lot of the work and then missed the bucket underneath. They need to finish under the rim today. Also, Coach Erickson told Millie about the ball kind of sticking on offense. That happens when they're bringing the ball up too sometimes. Push past the midcourt. The midcourt isn't the goal. Getting past midcourt is. Sometimes that trap impacted them negatively last night. And then, hey, I'll just chime in with what Coach Erickson said. 40-plus points, 10 points per quarter. That's going to be vital for them in terms of success from now until the end of the season. That's your Star Valley Health keys to the game.
Offering the keys to your great health with compassionate care, every person, every time. Visit StarValleyHealth.org. We'll go courtside again here in just a few moments with the presentation of the colors and the national anthem as they make sure they wait all the way down until the buzzer sounds to get things off and rolling and underway. The starting lineup and the full varsity roster up and coming and on the way as well. So the Riverton Wolverines, as we mentioned, coming off a win yesterday against the Jackson Lady Broncs. It was Riverton's first quad win over the Jackson Lady Broncs yesterday, 41-35. So Riverton 1-3 inside the 4A Southwest. And Star Valley 39-38, lost to Evanston last night by a score of 3-1. Star Valley 12-6 overall. Riverton Lady Wolverines 5-16 overall. Last meeting back on January 24th. Star Valley won it in Riverton with a final score of 43-30 was the final score there. And Dal, this is you have this game next week. Actually going to go down courtside now for the presentation of the colors and the national anthem.
In the singing of our national anthem.
At the
Let's meet today's players with the help of Mountain Star Products. Mountain Star Products, excavation, road building, gravel, sand, and more.
That is your varsity roster made possible by Mountain Star Products. Stay tuned for details on an expanded retail department opening this spring, including full supplies for subcontractors and landscapers located on Rocky Road in Afton. That is Mountain Star Products, excited to open up their expanded and new retail options this upcoming spring. Details to come. National Anthem made possible by Hastings Ace Hardware in our broadcast. Starting lineups being announced now here at Star Valley High School. First for the visiting Riverton Lady Wolverines. Number 2, a sophomore, 11.9 points per game. That's Carson Vosica. Number 10, a senior, 2.7 points per game. That's Aspen Gordon. Number 11, a senior, 7.6 points per game. That's Taylon Leesberg. Number 22, a senior, 4.5 points per game. Lexi Taylor. And number 23, a senior, 6.2 points per game, Timbri Mathill. Head coach Mike Bosner for the Riverton Lady Wolverines. They will be without one of their seniors tonight, this afternoon, rather. Tatum Tyra, number 21, averages 4.5 points per game. We're told she's out with a season-ending injury, and so dropping down one senior for Riverton for the remainder of the season. But there's your starting five tonight for the Lady Wolverines. Coming in with the 9th-ranked offense in 4A girls basketball at 38.8 points per game, and the 10th-ranked defense in 4A girls basketball in Wyoming, averaging 46.2 points per game allowed on the season. We'll go down to the court now for the introduction of the home starting five for the Lady Braves in white, with a starting five presented by Mountain Star Products.
Wearing number 3, a junior, averaging 7.1 points per game, had 15 last night against Evanston. It is Morgan McGee. Number 4, a senior, averaging 4.6 points per game, leading the Lady Braves in three-point percentage. That is Cameron Mackey. Number 5, Ambry Nelson, in our senior spotlight, leading the Lady Braves in most statistical categories: points, steals, assists. Ambry Nelson is a senior. Number 12 is a junior, Hudson Kleeman. Hudson averaging just under 6 points per game. And rounding out the starting lineup, another junior, number 22, averaging 2.5 points per game, Avery England. The Lady Braves coached by Kate Erickson, assisted by Jason Kazare, Shaylin Hathaway, and Alan Simpson.
Lady Braves, 8th offense in 4A at 41.3 points per game. They entered the weekend with the number 1 overall defense, 35.4 points per game. Star Valley 3-1 inside the 4A Southwest, while Evanston sitting at 1-3 inside the 4A Southwest. Lady Braves in white,
Lady Wolverines in black. 8 minutes on the board, and we are just moments away now as the official will step center circle. It's going to be Hudson Kleeman working against Bosica for the opening tip. Bosica wins it, and we are off and rolling with Riverton, the first possession of the game, working to the left here at Star Valley High School as we watch it and bring it to you live on the SVI Sports Network. And a quick steal by Mackey. Cam across the half court. Defense is there, and so she'll stop and run the offense. 20 seconds into the game. Quick pass to Nelson. Nice crossover move. Her pass is deflected and taken right back by Riverton. Both offenses exchanged a turnover on the opening possession. And then Riverton, half-court pass down low under the rim, and then the ball's knocked loose and picked up by Nelson for the steal, and then taken back away by Riverton, and there's a score in the paint.
Carson Bosica winds up with it after the bunch of steals in a row there.
Riverton in a half-court trap on defense. Lady Braves break the pressure, and then lost out of bounds. Hudson Kleeman not able to handle the double team, and Star Valley turns it back over to the Wolverines.
Last night, it was a little bit of an issue for the Lady Braves, the press and the trap. Here's the Fall River Propane replay. Bosica getting the loose ball and the layup for the game's first basket.
2-0, Riverton on top early. Star Valley pressuring the ball in the front court. Leesburg handles it with a pass over to the right side to Gordon. She'll dribble up top of the key. Defense stays with her with England in the man-to-man defensively. Screen, Cam stays with her. Now hands off to Bosica and pass over to the right side. Ball movement continues around the perimeter now for Riverton, leading at 2-0. Now a three on the way. That's airballed right into the hands of Nelson for the rebound. She'll push the tempo up the floor, not allowing Riverton to get into the trap, but now they triple team her in the front court. Flicks it over to Mackey and overhead and out of bounds.
You know, I go back to Robert Erickson was the coach who was we were talking about it, and it's amazing how much of the basketball game for the girls game is just making good passes and good catches. And so far the Lady Braves a little bit off the mark.
Screen set, ball loose, but picked up by Leesburg. Riverton maintains possession. They'll have it on the right side corner with Taylor. Flick over to the left side key, back out to Taylor. Drives to the elbow right, and then hands off to Gordon. Free throw line, pass outside to Leesburg. Up top, now drives at the line, dumps it down low to Gordon, who scores. Aspen Gordon in the lane, it's 4-0 Wolverines.
Good looking play there by Riverton, and they're going to force Star Valley to beat this press, and so the Lady Braves are going to have to confront it, and they're going to have to make them pay for it.
Cam just gets it across the half court. Now numbers for the Braves as England drives and leaves the layup short. Loose ball rebound pulled in by Riverton. It's going to go to Leesburg for the board. Braves break the press, but not able to get points under the rim with the clock down to 5.5.
This was similar to the game in Riverton. The Wolverines kind of jumped out and had momentum early.
Here's Nelson on a steal. This time she's all alone and lays it in easy. A steal and a score for Ambry to make it 4-2. Lexi Taylor in the backcourt now for Riverton across the timeline. Wolverines have a 2-point advantage, 5:08 to go. Still first period, no fouls called on either team yet to this point. Gordon goes baseline, double team. Flick up top, deflected, but into the hands of Riverton. They'll keep it on the outside. Matt Hill holds it. Goes down low to Taylor, shot too strong, and Nelson on the backside rebound. Crossover move for Nelson at the half court and fouled. Timbri Matt Hill will pick up the first foul of the game for Riverton, wrapping up Ambry at the half court.
Here's the steal from Ambry on the Fall River Propane replay. Lays it up and in. And Lady Braves the chance to tie it up here.
4:46 remaining in the first period. Riverton leading at 4-2. Nelson pivots, one dribble passed out of the double team, finds England open for three. Bounces and no good. Rebounded though by Hudson. Clears it back out to McGee. High off the square, above the square even and in. McGee the 2 points to tie it up at 4.
Hudson Kleeman really, I thought, had a solid game playing post last night. Right there, digging one out, gets the rebound and the assist.
Lady Braves back on defense after tying things up at 4. Riverton works it over to the left side, and there's going to be foul on the perimeter they're going to be offensively.
They're going to call Lexi Taylor for a clear out with the off arm. Here's that last sequence. You can see good a good position by Hudson Kleeman, getting the board, finding McGee for the bucket. That was the first foul on Aspen Gordon. And second team foul on Riverton.
Braves break the press again at the half court. Riverton pressuring the ball now as Star Valley runs the half court offense. Ball poked away, but McGee recollects it. Left side goes to Hudson. Kleeman for three in the corner, no good. Fight for the rebound out of bounds off of England. Goes back to Riverton as we remain tied at 4 points apiece, under 4 minutes to go in the first.
I feel like this setup right here, the Lady Braves, their defense in the backcourt, this can be an advantage for them, or at least potentially in a game like this.
They are pressuring with Cam on the ball. Good dribbling, though, by Leesburg to get across the half-court line. Still 4-all, 3:40 to play in the opening period. Taylor up top, drives, kicks left, ball poked away, but recollected. Taking is Leesburg, and she's fouled. Shot no good, stops the clock at 3:33 and puts Taylor Leesburg to the free throw line.
They're going to get Avery England for this one. First on her, first team foul. Leesburg to the line, where on the season, she's a 71% free throw shooter, so pretty good shooter. First one is away and no good, in and out.
She'll have one more. Trying to break the 4-4 tie with 3:33 remaining in the first period. Leesburg for Riverton, shoots and scores, makes it 5-4. Lady Braves in the backcourt, still a chance to take the lead for the first time of the game as Nelson dribbles, still behind the timeline, now splits the deed across the line. McGee to the left side wing. Picks it up to Mackey, tests the angle and bounces to Nelson. Goes right post, kick out England. Down on the baseline, foul. Stops the clock at 3:14 to go. Still first period, and Star Valley inbounding on the baseline.
Taryn Weber picks up that foul. First personal on her, third team foul. 3:14 to go in the quarter.
England lobs up to Hudson and then works over to Nelson. Right side England, no dribble passing around the arc, but that pass stolen away by the Wolverines, trying to get it down low to Kleeman. It couldn't connect. Riverton on the other end, still leading at 5-4. 2:56 to play in the first period. Hesitation, drive, extra hop, no travel call. Ball loose, knocked out of bounds, off of Star Valley.
Yeah, that was more of a 1, 2, 3, possibly 4.
2:48 to go in the first period. 5-4. It is Riverton basketball, inbounding baseline on their end.
This is basically a mass substitution here for the Lady Braves.
Riverton works it around the perimeter. Finds outside Leesburg, hits the three, and it's in. And Riverton playing well early. They have an 8-4 lead.
Riverton has 35 made threes on the season. Leesburg's got 22 of them, so she is their deep range shooter.
Backcourt pressure again, causing problems, but Foster eventually able to break it, and then it gets bumped and fouled. Both players go flying. Weber gets called with the foul. Or no foul, just out of bounds. So Star Valley will inbound backcourt to Nelson. Crosses the timeline. Double team immediately. Works it to Foster, deep on the left wing. Back up top to Nelson. Makes a move, drives, bounces to Foster. Still on the left and up top again to Nelson. Ambry looks as the defense backs off a little. Just single defense on her now. And now pass right side, almost stolen again. Taylor caught it out of bounds.
To me, the Lady Braves are being a little bit too tentative, clear away from the basket. They need to go into the paint, get to the rim, draw some contact, get a shot up. I think they'll benefit if they'll be a little more aggressive into the paint.
And Ari Foster was getting set to check in. She'll have to sub out.
She got hit in the mouth.
Checking in for the Lady Braves.
Morgan McGee going to check in.
Allred, Hill, Livy Kleeman, and Ambry Nelson on the court right now for Star Valley. McGee throwing it in to Nelson. Left open for three, takes the shot, short. Rebound under the rim by Riverton, going down to get it. And it'll be a timeout taken by Coach Bosner to keep possession with her player down on the floor. We'll take the 30-second timeout. It's Riverton 8, Star Valley 4, under 2 to go in the first on SVI.
Here's more from Duke and Dow with live coverage of Star Valley Braves basketball on the SVI Sports Network.
First time out of the game, give it to Riverton. Coach Bosner will have 4 timeouts remaining with 1:58 to play in the first period. Lady Braves down by 4, 8-4, and it's Riverton ball. Wolverines will inbound baseline. Vosika will throw it in on their side of the court. Or Star Valley's side, rather. Lady Braves continue some backcourt pressure. McGee covering Weber as she'll dribble up the right side and across half court. Poked away but recollected. Weber still has it and travels.
Really good pressure there for Morgan McGee. Force that turnover. Keeping your feet moving. See, she picks it up, takes a couple steps. The official right there to say, you can't do that. Well, you can. They just take the ball away from you.
That's right. 8-4 still on the scoreboard. Star Valley trailing by 4, and still this half-court trap in play for the Riverton defense. Star Valley breaks it. McGee on the left, double-teamed up top to Nelson. She's double-teamed. Pivots, splits the D, throws it up to McGee, takes the 3 left wing, too strong back rim, no good. Ricochet rebound to Leesburg, and then a foul on Star Valley. Stops the clock at 1:25 to go in the opening period, and Star Valley still down 8-4.
To me right now, the Lady Braves, they're open shots, Duke. They're open threes, but they're 0 for 4. The Lady Braves really aren't a great three-point shooting team. I think they're settling for it right now. I think they need to attack the paint. Riverton's been at 3 fouls for about 4 minutes now. They didn't draw anymore, and no chance to get to the free throw line, really.
Ball still behind the timeline, though, for Riverton. They get it up across, but it's tipped. Loose ball at the sideline and just out of bounds. Almost saved by Livy Kleeman. Stays with Riverton, this time in the front court.
Checking in for the Wolverines is number 22, Lexi Taylor.
No subs for Star Valley. Ruby Hill covering the inbounder. That's Vosika. And she tips the ball, but it does fall to Tyra, who drives, dumps it off down low. No, but a foul. Good pass, and Aspen Gordon will go to the free throw line.
And that's the 3rd time we've seen that in this quarter. The Lady Braves giving up initial position down low. Riverton making the extra pass, getting a good look, and then committing a foul. They're out of position. Lady Braves got to get down there and keep them out of the paint. Gordon will shoot 2. First one's good.
Makes it 9-4 with 1 more free throw to go. 3 team fouls on Riverton, 3 team fouls on Star Valley.
56% shooter on the season is Gordon. Second one is no good, too strong.
But rebounded by Riverton, turned, put back, missed. Then that rebound's tipped to Nelson. She'll get the board, and Star Valley has the ball. Half-court trap again for the Riverton defense. Nelson still behind the timeline, working on a double team. Finds McGee up ahead to Allred. Goes right side wing, can't get to the rim, clears it back outside, tipped out of bounds off the Wolverines. Star Valley will inbound with 40.5 seconds remaining in the first period.
Ari Foster going to come back in. Allred off. And Lady Braves just need some points. I mean, 4 points in a quarter, that's tough to overcome.
Coach Erickson said he wanted 10. So some work to do here as Nelson works to Foster, drives the angle, shot up, no good, no foul, and out of bounds. They'll say Riverton basketball.
Well, and I talk about attacking the rim, and they did that. Absolutely some contact there. Foster deserved to go to the line, in my opinion, on that one.
29.9 seconds remaining in the first period. Star Valley on defense now. Still trailing 9-4 on the Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. 3 team fouls on each as the Wolverines have Matt Hill dribbling in the front court. Dumps to Leesburg. Tries to bounce it down the lane and sails out of bounds. Star Valley will get it back with 16.3 seconds remaining in the opening period.
Just closing this quarter out with a good possession here and getting some points would go a long way towards building some momentum for Star Valley.
Still deep in the backcourt with the clock at 10. Now up to Nelson. In the front court, pivots with 6, 5. Still with Nelson at 3, 2. Foster clear back at half court. Won't get off a shot in time. And the half-court trap for Riverton has really caused problems for the Lady Braves offensively through the first 8 minutes. After 1, it's Riverton 9, Star Valley 4 from Star Valley High on the SVI Sports Network.
Adelson Brothers has new inventory on the way, so they need to clear out current stock to make room. Everything must go. In-stock LVP has been discounted to $1.99 to $2.99 per square foot. In-stock carpet is marked down to between $1.39 to $2.49 per square foot. Carpet and LVP remnants are also on sale for just 99 cents per square foot, located a block south of the Arch in Afton.
Price, quality, service, Adelson Brothers Flooring.
There's still time to get out and enjoy what winter has to offer in beautiful Alpine, Wyoming. Snowmobile in the backcountry with your own sled, or rent one from a local retailer. You could also enjoy the scenery on snowshoes or go cross-country skiing on our groomed trails. Maybe get out on the ice for some excellent fishing. And of course, stay a while with exceptional lodging and dining options. Enjoy the winter while you still can and book your stay in Alpine, Wyoming.
This is Keith Kelly, voice of the Wyoming Cowboys, and you're watching the Star Valley Braves on the SVI Sports Network.
Start of the second period with the Lady Braves trailing 9-4 in Afton, hosting the Riverton Wolverines today. It will be Star Valley basketball. And Cam Mackey will inbound to Nelson. And Riverton's going to continue to trap the basketball at the half court. Mackey double team to the front court. Works to England, quickly down to Livy, and it's tipped out of bounds. Actually, that is number 15, not number 10 for Star Valley.
It's Kate Gaskell.
Yeah. So Coach Erickson going to his bench here in the second, seeing if Gaskell can give the Lady Braves a spark, as they were held to 4 points in the first period. Double teaming Nelson on the perimeter, and she'll throw it away. Stolen. Little contact and score on the other end. Vosika for two to make it 11-4.
When we saw this last night in Evanston, Lady Braves a little slow getting back. They're not stopping the ball to the rim. Riverton's attacking and getting buckets.
Nelson pressured on the perimeter again. Feeds left side to England. Drives, double team, kick to Mackey. She's on the right. Now Kleeman in the lane. Tries to bounce it down low to Gaskell and not able to connect. Another Riverton steal. Still remains 11-4 with 7:08 to play in this second period.
Already 5 steals for Riverton as we just start the second quarter.
Riverton drives, wild shot, deflected, loose on the court. Riverton goes down to get it. Ball squeaks out and picked up by the Wolverines. Deep three, way down the barrel, no good. And out of bounds, untouched. Matt Hill tried to save it, couldn't. Star Valley basketball. 6:52 to play in the second period. No fouls called in the early going of this second. Still remains Riverton 11, Star Valley 4. Gaskell drives, dumps to Kleeman, and tipped out of bounds. Stays with Star Valley.
They had it right there, just a little late on the pass. Hudson's going to get a layup. Good recovery from Riverton, but more of that for Star Valley.
McGee inbounds to Hudson and then work around the arc to England. Quickly to McGee. Left corner three. Rimmed out, no good. Rebounded by Mackey. Dribble, shot, too strong, no good. Another rebound. Fouled on the putback. That's going to put Gaskell to the Riverside Dental free throw line. She'll have 2 shots with the clock stopped at 6:34 to play in the second.
Foul on Lexi Taylor, her first team foul. This is what key number 1 was talking about. Lady Braves getting a good look there, just missing the layup. Kate Gaskell there to at least try and salvage something. First free throw is no good.
Remains 11-4. Riverton on top. Gaskell with one more. No good. Rebound though by Hudson. Dribbles. Works to McGee. Kick out. Long twos away. No good. Rebounded again though by Mackey. She lost the ball on the dribble and is taken away by Evanston. Mackey continues to pressure the ball. Now it's tipped and stolen by England. Drives, dumps to McGee, and there's a score. Relentless defense after the turnover leads to points for the Lady Braves that, man, did they need. It's now 11-6 on the Bank of Star Valley scoreboard.
That was a very persistent possession. Lady Braves needed that.
Ball to the right key, kick out, threes on the way, too strong, missed by Riverton. Rebounded though on the perimeter. Wolverines keep possession. Flick over to the right side. Taylor, nothing. Here's a jumper on the right key, no good. Gaskell has the rebound for Star Valley, and then Cam Mackey is fouled, dribbling in between 2 defenders and bumped to the court.
Timry Matthill going to be whistled for her second. Here's that last sequence. Avery with the steal, the pass over the top to McGee for the bucket. And now a turnover here. Lady Braves with
a chance to add to this momentum. Again, have to break this half-court trap.
They do break it to England. Dribbles, kick, Hudson, right corner three, halfway down, no good. Rebounded though by Mackey at the free throw line. Back up top to England with 5:37 to go. Now McGee for three, right wing, no good. Loose ball rebound, chased down by Mackey. She'll have another one, then falls, and they'll call a travel. Stops the clock at 5:31 to play in the second. Riverton still leads it 11-6.
Lady Braves 0 for 7 from the three-point line. That's not really their game, Duke. I mean, it's nice to hit a couple within the flow of the offense right now. I think they're settling for them. And as a team, they're not a great three-point shooting team. They're making up for it with all these offensive boards, but boy, they still have a lot of work to do.
Now Star Valley continues to pressure at half court, forces the loose ball, and a travel call on Riverton after it was collected by Van Fleet. And she's down on the court to turn it over.
Good hustle from Gaskell and Mackey to get on the court and force the rollover.
Mackey, McGee across the half court. Drives, kick out, nothing for England. She goes to the rim, missed it, and is fouled. Stops the clock at 5:12 and will put Avery England to the Riverside Dental free throw line.
Lexi Taylor will be whistled for her second. Third team foul on Riverton. No team fouls on Star Valley as of yet. Here in the quarter, Avery England to the line. First one is away and no good.
Stays 11-6.
Wow.
Nelson subs in. Hudson Kleeman will sub out.
Avery hasn't been to the free throw line a lot this season, but 13%. So nowhere to go but up as you try and salvage one of two here.
Second one, too strong, no good. Rebounded by the Wolverines. Lady Braves lead points off the board from the free throw line, and Riverton with the ball on the other end, still leading Star Valley by 5. Ball moving around the arc. Star Valley plays zone. Riverton up top. Van Fleet lost it but collected it. Still has it. Works left side, Leesburg. Cross court right side to Matt Hill. Now down in the lane. Ball knocked away loose. England was there to tie it up. That's a jump ball call. Arrow favors Riverton.
Gaskell getting down there on the court. You got to give Kate a lot of credit. She's come in and she's provided that spark, I think, in a couple of ways.
Riverton will inbound on the baseline. Does so right, Keita Vosika spins. Loose ball picked up. She'll shoot, score, and get the foul.
I don't know how that went in.
Makes it 13-6 with 4:41 to play in this second period. Good look at it on the Fall River Propane replay. And Vosika to the line to have a chance at a three-point play.
Vosika on the season. 66% free throw shooter. This is her first attempt. Too strong.
Rebounded by Mackey on the run. Works to the front court. Pivots and spins with a bounce pass to McGee. Defense is there. England drives the angle. Bumped to the foul line or baseline, and then the ball tipped and stolen on the run by Kimber Matt Hill, then taken back away, or at least knocked out of bounds by McGee from behind. Stays with Riverton now on their end.
Ruby Hill going to check in. She will replace Avery England. I thought Ruby provided a little bit of a spark herself last night. Came in, kind of solidified things on the low paint, hit some free throws.
Star Valley trails 13-6 with 4:22 to play in the second. Ball tipped and stolen on the inbound play. Nelson goes out in front to Gaskell. Across to Hill. Ruby can't hit the shot, and it's a rebound for Riverton. Remains 13-6 with 4:08 to go before halftime. Leesburg in the front court. Feeds right side, Kimber Matt Hill for Riverton. Screen set. Mackey rolls over top of it. Stays with Kimber, who works it left. Shot fake for Leesburg. Drive, and then kicks it back outside again to Van Fleet. Clock down to 3:48 before halftime. Van Fleet passes down low. Shot too strong. Missed by Vosika and rebounded by McGee. Nelson, crossover move into the front court. Feed left to Hill. Dribble, spin, shoot in the lane. No good. And a rebound for Riverton.
I'd like to see Ruby just go right to the rim there.
Still 13-6 with 3:25 to play. Second period. And a timeout taken by Riverton. Long ways from that 10 points per period average that Coach Erickson wanted for this game. With 3:21 to play in the second, it's Riverton 13, Star Valley 6. Back in 60 seconds on SVI Sports. Star Valley Sports on SVI are presented by Edward Jones Financial Advisors Kyle Terry, creating tailored solutions to address your financial needs. And by Rusty's Tree Service, the tree removal experts. Call 248-2442. The remodel of the hot tub at Kodiak Mountain Resort in Afton has been completed and is open for guests. Kodiak has also begun construction for a swimming pool and additional hot tub, which will open for guests only soon. Book your stay at KodiakMountainResort.com.
I think being in a small town, you just really care and you take more pride in the work that you do because you're working with your neighbors. These are people that you see out in the community. You know, you see them at kids sporting events and parent-teacher conferences and the grocery store. You know, these are our neighbors.
One of the reasons that people also come back to us is they trust us because we are friends, we are family. And so I think there's a lot of trust in the community.
Here's more from Duke and Dow with live coverage of Star Valley Braves basketball on the SVI Sports Network.
Riverton basketball, Coach Bosner is going to have 3 timeouts remaining with 3:16 to go before halftime. And his squad leading Star Valley in Afton right now by a score of 13-6. Wolverines drive baseline, great defense, double team, and the rebound pulled in by McGee. She's in trouble, needs help, goes to Hudson, and up front to Nelson. Nelson works down to the left side, now baseline, flicks to Foster, and she has to retreat back to the outside. Ari dribbling, stops, looks for an outlet, finds Nelson. She'll dribble to the elbow, dumps it baseline. Here's a Ruby Hill jumper that's missed there. Fight for the rebound, we'll have a jump ball call, and the arrow favors Star Valley. They'll keep it on their end.
Right now, the Lady Braves overall 3 of 17 from the floor in this game.
McGee will trigger it in, goes to Nelson on the outside. To McGee, open 3, left corner, no good. Rebound tipped out of bounds off of Riverton. Will stay with Star Valley on their side.
And I sound like a broken record, but when the jump shots are falling, and they are not, you got to attack the rim and try and get to the line. That is basic stuff. You got to get there.
Nelson on the outside. Defense is on her, picks up her dribble and goes to Foster on the right. Double team there. She'll dribble once and go to McGee up top of the court. Back to Foster, right corner. No dribble pass to Hill. She'll dribble on the baseline, on her foot and out of bounds. Turns it over, and it's Riverton basketball. And Star Valley still trailing 13-6 with 2:21 to play before half.
This game kind of reminds you of that Kelly Walsh game last week you guys were at, Duke. It's a rock fight. Lady Braves are still in it, but boy, everything is a struggle.
Riverton with the lead, 2:12 to play. Second period. Foster, great defense. Forces the ball to the right to Vosika. She'll take a few dribbles with McGee on her. Screen set, Vosika to the corner. Picks up her dribble, pivots, bounce pass on the baseline. Down to the right key, now back to Vosika. She swishes it just below the right side elbow, and it's 15-6.
Well, Vosika with 8 points. She's outscored the Lady Braves so far.
Pass to McGee, drives the angle, bounces to Hudson, and out of bounds. Turns it over just that quickly, and with 1:37 to go before halftime, it's Riverton 15 and Star Valley 6.
Dare I say it? I think the Lady Braves are being a little too unselfish. Shot like that, I'd just like to see Morgan take it right to the rim. Maybe get an and one, a layup, free throw, something.
3 fouls on Riverton, 1 on Star Valley. Wolverines in the backcourt with Lexi Taylor dribbling, and then she has her pocket picked. Taken away by the Lady Braves. Outside, 3, off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Nelson, who's fouled on the putback. And that at least puts her to the Riverside Dental free throw line. It was Livy Kleeman on the 3-point attempt. Nelson able to get the rebound and go to the stripe. Clock is stopped at 1:22 as the free throw is good.
Oh, boy, that's a good sight for eyes, Star Valley fans' eyes. They have not seen that ball go through that net very much here this afternoon so far. See if this can get things rolling.
Makes it 15-7, now 15-8, got them both. Little bit of momentum here for Star Valley with 1:20 to go before halftime. Lady Braves pressure on the inbound, Riverton breaks. Now they go right side in transition, shot is no good. Missed by Van Fleet, rebounded by Nelson on the run. Ambry to the right side wing. Stops, works to the elbow, and is fouled on the perimeter with 1:07 to go before halftime. That's going to be bonus shots now. That's the 15th foul. And put Nelson back to the Riverside Dental free throw line, where she just hit 2 a moment ago.
Kimber Matt Hill whistled for the personal, her first. And as you just mentioned, Nelson 2 for 2 at the line on the season, a 64% free throw shooter. She has made and attempted more free throws than anybody on the team. This one is good.
So she'll have another with the lead down to 6 right now, 15-9. 1:07 before half. Second attempt for Nelson, that one's strong. Rebound lost out of bounds, last touch by Riverton, I believe. Nope, they're gonna say last touch by Livy.
That's a tough
and
call.
It's gonna go to Riverton.
Riverton basketball.
Wolverines will have possession with 1:06 on the clock, second period. Star Valley pressuring in the backcourt. Riverton gets it in, but it's tipped loose and out of bounds off of Nelson.
I love that effort, though, from Ambry. It's going to take what the Lady Braves are doing here defensively to turn this around, and they're clawing their way into it. We know they're not going to give up. There's a lot of game left.
This time a lob into the front court, but taken away by Hudson Kleeman. Star Valley has a steal on the inbound. Nelson will take it across or up to the half court. Pass to Hudson in the circle, and up ahead to Foster. 53 seconds to go in the half. Nelson, right side Hudson, bounce to Kleeman, right key, lost it, picked it up, back out Hudson, up top. Nelson will be fouled and will go back to the Riverside Dental free throw line with 42 seconds on the clock.
Matt Hill, this is Kimber. Matt Hill will pick up her second. Some potential foul trouble for Riverton. Lexi Taylor, Timbry Matt Hill, Kimber Matt Hill, all with 2. Nelson's free throw is in and out.
Stays a 6-point lead in favor of Riverton, 15-9. Second attempt is no good. Rebounded by Riverton. Wolverine basketball. Still 15-9 with 35 seconds to go in the second period. Dribbling is Leesburg, clock down to 30. Feeds right key to Vosika, spin, shoot, no good. Rebound loose and out of bounds off of Foster. Stays with Riverton on their end. They'll have 23 seconds to work with. Well, Star Valley had 9 points in the half at Natrona last week. They turned it around in the second.
Yeah, they scored just about 30 in the second half.
Nelson tips the ball, works it back though by Riverton. They'll pick it up and have it with 15 seconds. And a travel on the perimeter on Vosika gives it to Star Valley. Lady Braves still trailing 15-9.
Well, things obviously could be better, but things could be worse too. Lady Braves with a chance to score here and trim into this going into the locker room.
Break the press with 11 seconds. Now down low to Livy, who turns and shoots and scores. 5 seconds for Riverton. Inbound at 3. Still in the backcourt at 2. 1 3/4 court shot is short, and Star Valley does pull back to within 4 heading into the locker room. It's the Riverton Wolverines 15, the Star Valley Lady Braves 11, and the Simplot Smoky Candy Mine halftime show next, live from Star Valley High on the SBI Sports Network.
Ever wish you could be the boss of your home Wi-Fi? Well, with Home Zone by Silver Star, now you can. It's like having your own Wi-Fi command center right in your pocket. Whether it's setting up a guest network for visitors, controlling what your kids can access, or checking your connection speed, Home Zone has you covered. With Protect IQ, you'll have a virtual bodyguard for your Wi-Fi, blocking unwanted threats before they reach your devices. Home Zone by Silver Star. Wi-Fi control, coverage, and security all in one.
In the American West, some properties are more than just land. They are legacies. Austin Callison and Andy Neild, licensed across Idaho, Montana, and Wyoming, specialize in marketing iconic Western properties, and their expertise is evident in the sale of the historic CK Ranch, spanning over 6,500 acres just south of Jackson, Wyoming. Trust the team that knows the land. Hayden Outdoors Real Estate, the brand that sells the land.
The greatest cardiac need in Wyoming is simply access to cardiology specialty services as well as other specialty services. Patients don't have to travel an hour and a half or 2 hours.
We do cardiac cath procedures down there, which is the only cardiac cath lab in western Wyoming.
I think it's very personalized care. A lot of them are neighbors and friends.
I think it's really been a blessing for the community as well as all of western Wyoming.
At Western, students don't just earn degrees. They experience growth, friendships, and opportunities. Western Wyoming Community College. Enter here with passion and leave with purpose.
Halftime coverage is presented by Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine, supporting local families and communities. Visit simplot.com.
Star Valley High School color guard performing at the half. This is being recorded and will be uploaded in its entirety after the broadcast today with the Star Valley Health halftime showcase featuring the Star Valley High School color guard. Here at the break, it is Riverton 15, Star Valley 11. Riverton playing that half-court trap, and it got Star Valley on their heels offensively down. They really never were able to get into a rhythm in the first two periods.
And it's just been a real struggle. I mean, you could say that it's a struggle offensively for the Lady Braves over the course of the season, but they've had stretches where things kind of flow. There was zero flow in that first half for the Star Valley offense, and yet they lean on their defense. They go into the locker room. Yeah, you're down, but you're only down 4. So another half to go.
Again, the halftime showcase presented by Star Valley Health, featuring the color guard for Star Valley High School. Let's take a look at your halftime stats presented by Battleson Brothers Flooring.
Well, and I've said this before, but the Lady Braves, it could be better, but it could be worse too. Carson Bosique with 8 points. She missed a couple of kind of shorter open shots there before the half. She could be into double digits right now. She's 4 of 8 from the field with 8 points to lead all scorers. Taylor Leesburg has 4. Aspen Gordon has 3 for the Riverton scoring. The Lady Braves were able to overcome some really poor shooting with the rebounding numbers. They're out rebounding Riverton 15-9. The Wolverines 1 of 5 from 3. That came from Leesburg. Lady Braves 0 for 9 in that first half. Free throws, the Wolverines 2 of 5. Lady Braves 11 points, as you see, led by 5 from Ambry Nelson. Ambry also had 5 rebounds and 3 steals, doing what she can. Morgan McGee with 4 points. Libby Kleeman with that layup right before the break to give the Lady Braves a little momentum. Winning the rebounding battle, but 0 for 9 from 3. And then the free throws, just 3 of 10 in the first half, 30%. This has been a pretty good free throw shooting team for the Lady Braves. You'd like to see that turn around. So plenty of work to do as you look at the halftime battle stats.
Presented by Battleson Brothers Carpet One, Floor and Home, where you'll find quality, price, and service. Located a block south of the Arch in Afton. That is Battleson Brothers Flooring, with Star Valley trailing Riverton by a score of 15-11. Now let's see if we can give away a gift certificate to Swirl in downtown Afton with your halftime trivia question.
Well, for this one, the question, the first game in this series in the 05-06 season was played where? Use our text number 307-203-4637. First correct answer wins a gift certificate from Star of 89. You can spend it on Swirl if you want, whatever you want. But you got to be right. You got to be first.
307-203-4637. Another halftime showcase on the way, presented by Star Valley Health. This is one of the performing dance teams out of Desi's Dance Studio. It's the Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine halftime show on the SBI Sports Network.
Technology in medicine is advancing all the time. Amazingly, Star Valley Health is keeping up with everywhere else. It provides people an opportunity to get care that is closer, but care that is the same or better quality. Our specialists are fellowship trained and board certified.
Doing care at Star Valley Health has made me feel like I've got a place at home that I can trust and rely on.
Live coverage of Star Valley Sports on the SBI Sports Network is made possible by TerraPower, a nuclear innovation company. The Right Company, your local siding and gutter experts. Call Ready Mix, located north of Afton. Miles Beverage, proud to sponsor Star Valley Sports. Hillam Orthodontics, generations serving generations since 1966. And by Star Valley Glass and Lock, automotive, residential, and commercial glass.
I've been dancing since I was 3, and I love it. I used to get nervous going places by myself, but I don't get worried anymore. Dance has helped me be brave and confident, and I am even on Desi's dance performing team now. I love being with my friends, and I love my teachers.
To learn more about how you or your child could not only develop their dance skills, but also develop as a person, visit Desi'sDance.com. Youth and adult classes are available. That's Desi'sDance.com.
This is the Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine Halftime Show, bringing Earth's resources to life. Visit Simplot.com.
At the break, it is Riverton 15, Star Valley 11 in girls varsity action. It's part of the Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine Halftime Show. This is your Star Valley Health Halftime Showcase, the performing dance team out of Desi's Dance Studio. We'll have this recorded and uploaded after the broadcast later today. We'll get it uploaded as soon as we can. And courtesy of Star Valley Health, the halftime showcase, including the performance earlier on the Star Valley High School color guard performance as well. Now let's see how the Braves have done so far with those Star Valley Health keys to the game.
Well, key number 1, finish under the rim. Got a lot of work to do there. I thought the Lady Braves left several baskets off the board, getting under the hoop, just not finishing the shot. Pushing past midcourt, that was a major issue in the first half, especially in the first quarter. The Lady Braves maybe solidified it a little bit in the second quarter, but that's going to be a key throughout the rest of the game. And then 40-plus points, they can do it. We just talked about how they scored 29 at Natrona last weekend after a tough first half. They can absolutely do that again tonight, but yeah, a lot of work to do on the Star Valley Health keys to the game.
Offering the keys to your great health, compassionate care, every person, every time. Visit starvalleyhealth.org. We do have Millie Kazare. She's standing courtside with the Miles CPA courtside report, getting head coach Kate Erickson's thoughts on the first half. Millie.
Coach Erickson said the first half didn't fully meet expectations, especially on the offensive end. While he was pleased with the team's defensive effort, noting that the Riverton appears to be getting tired, he told me the biggest thing we've got to do is have some girls who want to step up and score. Erickson also said that rebounding, it needs to be something that they work on, and that will be key for the second half. Riverton has also had strong presence inside, and the Lady Braves need to do a better job of boxing out and attacking the ball at its highest point instead of just reaching. He also mentioned offensively, finishing around the rim has been a major issue. The Lady Braves have struggled to convert high percentage shots, something that must improve if they want to close the gap. He hopes the Lady Braves will look to flip the momentum for the second half. We'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Millie Kazare, with the Miles CPA courtside report in Afton and in Alpine. That is Miles CPA, with again the score sitting at 15-11 in the Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine halftime show. Now let's see if we have a winner of that halftime trivia question.
Well, the first game in this series between these two teams in 05-06 was played where? The answer is Green River. It was part of the Flaming Gorge Classic. Do we have a winner?
Yes, we do. We do have a first correct answer. Phone number ends in 6022. 6022. Congratulations, you are the first correct answer, and you won that gift certificate to Swirl or the Giftery, located as part of Star of 89 in downtown Afton. You can follow both businesses, the Giftery and Swirl, on their individual and respective Instagram and Facebook pages. Stay up to date on the sales that they have on a regular basis, their soup of the week, and their frozen yogurt as well. That's all part of Star of 89, Swirl and the Giftery. Now as we wrap up the Simplot Smoky Candy Mine halftime show, we heard Millie report on the comments from Coach Kate Erickson. We'll see if they can once again turn things around here in the second half and get things rolling.
Well, I mean, correct me if you disagree, but you could argue the Lady Braves have been a second half team all season long. They, when they've been down, they've almost always been able to figure it out in the second half. They've hit big shots when they've needed to kind of wrest momentum back to their side. So they're still right in this. It's 4 points, but they can't have another full half of making the same mistakes they did in the first half.
That's it for the Simplot Smoky Candy Mine halftime show. Find Simplot online at simplot.com. You can apply for local job positions at Smoky Candy Mine, or you can also see Simplot job openings around the entire nation. Just visit simplot.com. Start of the third period is presented by REIC Rentals, and it is going to be Riverton basketball with Aspen Gordon inbounding for the Lady Wolverines. And one of the officials having a conversation with Coach Bosner on the court. So that's holding up play here for the moment, and now they're just going to let it roll while the conversation continues.
Okay.
With just two officials watching the action, I guess. Now she'll step away and immediately call a foul. A double dribble, actually, is what they'll do. So Riverton will turn it over, and Star Valley will have the ball.
I wonder if that was the answer they wanted. I'm going to say no.
Probably not. Star Valley will inbound backcourt. Riverton will stay in that half-court trap, which caused so much problems for the Lady Braves offense. This time Star Valley breaks it. England to Hudson Kleeman to Mackey and out of bounds. Both teams turn it over early in the first few seconds of the second half. Right back to Riverton with the score still sitting at 15-11. Backcourt is Taylor. McGee picks her up in the half court, and she'll throw it out of bounds and away.
Well, this is going to, in a nutshell, the first 29 seconds of this quarter is probably going to be the biggest key for the next two quarters. Who can hang on to the ball? Who can get quality shots? In a game like this, it's going to pay off big time if you can do it.
Ambry Nelson in the backcourt working against the double team. Finds McGee behind the timeline, up ahead to Hudson Kleeman. Works to England, drives the left post to the rim. Shot too strong, no good. Rebounded by Riverton as she gets tied up, and a jump ball call. Arrow favors Riverton. Nope, Star Valley here. Arrow favors the Braves, and they'll keep it.
Difficult shot there for England. Can't get it to go. Vosica with the rebound, and then McGee ties her up.
Lady Braves basketball up on top. Left side is England. Feeds into the paint to Hudson. To the right side, Mackey, mid-range, off the back rim, bounced again, no good. Rebounded by Hudson Kleeman, then she loses it. Picked up by Riverton. Wolverines have it on the run. To the front court right sideline. Stopping there. Flick over to the left side to Taylor with 6:53 to play in the second period. Screen set, McGee over the top, stays with Taylor, forces the pass to the top of the key. Clock rolls down to 6:45. Dribble to the elbow. Back to the backboard is Matt Hill. Now to Taylor, drives the angle, lost the ball, but a foul. Stops the clock at 6:39 to go in this second half.
So there's a prime example of what Millie reported, what Coach Erickson was talking about. You want to go for the block at the peak of the shot. You don't want to reach. You reach in and you commit a foul here. Lexi Taylor had nowhere to go right there. You bailed her out, and you sent her to the line, and now she's making free throws. First one's good.
One more for Taylor. That makes it 16-11. Second free throw, no good. And a travel in the backcourt after Star Valley rebounds.
Gaskell going to check back in, replacing Hudson Kleeman. I think this is more of a just you got this, just do what you know you can do kind of conversation right here. I would imagine Hudson will be back in here pretty quick.
Jumper on the inbound, off the square and in. Good for Taylor Leesburg. That makes it 18-11.
It's a good-looking play out of the inbound.
Ball around the arc for Star Valley now. Mackey to Nelson. She'll pick up her dribble, pivot, and work back to Mackey. Ball tipped on the pass to McGee. McGee lets it go out of bounds and touches it before it goes out, says the official right there, and Star Valley turns it right back over, and Coach Erickson will call a timeout. 18 for Riverton, 11 for Star Valley. First time out of the game, called by Coach Erickson. A 60-second timeout on SBI Sports.
Where do legends come from? Some start as dreamers, even after they're turned down again and again. But everyone deserves a chance to prove themselves.
You know, this is the place that gave me an opportunity to come here and play the game that I love.
At the University of Wyoming, we're the team that believes you can do anything. This is where underdogs come to shine and where real MVPs are made.
The remodel of the hot tub at Kodiak Mountain Resort in Afton has been completed and is open for guests. Kodiak has also begun construction for a swimming pool and additional hot tub, which will open for guests only soon. Book your stay at KodiakMountainResort.com. B&H Auto in Afton has been serving the Star Valley community for over 10 years. With a qualified and trained staff, you can trust B&H Auto for brakes, maintenance, repairs, tires, and more. That's B&H Auto on the north end of Afton. Service you can ride on.
Third quarter coverage on the SVI Sports Network is presented by REIC Rentals, formerly known as Black Mountain Rental. Visit REICSpecialty.com.
Inbound for Riverton, tipped around but collected by Gordon. Star Valley on defense. Gordon up to Keita Leesburg, who drives, shoots, scores, and the foul. It's going to put Taylor Leesburg to the Riverside Dental free throw line for an and one, with her team up by 9 over the Lady Braves right now.
Avery England whistled for her second personal, second team foul. 0 team fouls on Riverton as of yet. First 2 minutes of this quarter has been all Wolverines. Free throw is good.
And a 10-point Riverton lead.
6-0 run to start this quarter.
Here's Nelson. Stops inside the 3 line and works it back to Mackey. Cameron, a crossover dribble back to Nelson. 5:52 to play in the third. Good ball movement. Nelson for 3, no good. Fight for the rebound, tip to Mackey. It was a good tip by Gaskell, and Cam will reset the offense. 5:38 to play in the third period. England on the perimeter. Works to Nelson, still up top and outside. Mackey holds. Left is England. Dumps to Gaskell. Left key, back to England. Drives, runner in the lane, short, and a foul. Stops the clock at 5:18 to go. Avery England to the Riverside Dental free throw line.
Second personal whistled on Aspen Gordon. First team foul on Riverton. Avery England to the line, 0 for 2 so far tonight. First one, no good. Lady Braves are struggling in every facet of putting the ball through the hoop tonight.
One more to go for Avery at the Riverside Dental free throw line. Still 21-11, 5:18 to go in the third. Second free throw too strong and no good. Rebounded by the Wolverines. With the board was Matt Hill. McGee is on her defensively, now double team. Now just McGee, throws it up ahead. Collected by Vosica. Nelson's on her on the perimeter. Baseline to Matt Hill. Clock rolls down to under 5 to go in the third. Cross court pass to the left side key. Kimber Matt Hill, hands off to Leesburg, misses the jumper at the line. Rebounded by Gaskell, and she's fouled. To be, of course, a non-shooting foul on the floor. Give Riverton their second team foul, and Star Valley will inbound on the baseline.
Foul be whistled on Vosica, her first.
This time it looks like the pressure will back off for Riverton.
I'm surprised at that, Duke, honestly.
So Coach Bosner will pull them back a little and play the half court, or play the defense around the key. Ball movement to the outside. McGee drives, pulls up the jumper on the baseline. No good. Rebounded, put back, no, but a foul. And that will put Gaskell to the Riverside Dental free throw line after she collects the rebound.
Kate's come in, gotten 4 rebounds off the bench. So go to the line. She's 0 for 2 tonight. Just any points at all. That's what the Lady Braves need at this juncture in the game. It's good.
Ruby Hill will sub back in. England will sub out. 4:30 to go. It's a 9-point lead for Riverton, up 21-12. 3 team fouls on the Wolverines, 2 on the Lady Braves. Second free throw, strong, no good. Loose ball, rebound picked up by Mackey. Pivots and goes to McGee for 3. Left wing, yes! A Star Valley Orthodontics triple off a missed offensive free throw.
Boy, the crowd is just, they just jumped on that with that little bit of success. Lady Braves needed something.
And then McGee tips it out of bounds on the other end. It's a 6-point deficit now with 4:10 to go in the third. Riverton 21, Star Valley 15.
Taylor Leesburg just limped off the court. Looks like they're maybe trying to stretch out a calf, but certainly not having her on the court is not what you'd want if you're a Wolverine fan.
So maybe a potential cramp or something for Taylor. Keep an eye on her. She's on the bench. Inbound play stolen by Kate Gaskell, and then she'll dribble into the front court, loses it, picks it back up, tries to feed it behind her, and a loose ball at half court, ripped away by Taylor, and Riverton will have it right back after Star Valley has the steal. Under 4 minutes to go in the third period. Star Valley does pull back to within 6. They trailed at 4 at the break, and then Riverton went on a 6-0 run to open up the half. Now it's 21-15, 3, no good. Rebounded by Gordon, dumps it down low, and there it is for 2 from Vosica. 23-15 after Riverton scores.
Vosica's been the only player tonight who's been able to consistently hit inside of 10 feet, and she's got 10 points.
Ball tipped but collected. Nelson has it in the front court corner. Double team comes over, and she's fouled. Stops the clock at 3:22 on the block call.
It's on Kimber Matt-Hill, her fourth team foul. And if you're Star Valley with that 14th foul, you got to go right to the hoop, in my opinion. Get that 5th foul, and then at some point you got to start making some free throws.
There's Leesburg, you just saw, still on the court, stretching out. I would anticipate she'll be back in. Here's Star Valley with Hill on the elbow. Kick out, Hudson, corner 3 right side. Yes! Back-to-back triples for the Braves. That one from Hudson Kleeman, and it's a 5-point game.
Lady Braves have at least clawed their way back to where it was almost at halftime, but 3 minutes to go here in the third.
23-18. Lady Braves back on defense, trailing against the visiting Wolverines. Pass down low and out of bounds. Last touch by Star Valley. Hudson Hill touched it as it was saved by Matt Hill, falling out of bounds. She threw it back in, and Ambry touched it, but here's the 3 on the other end.
Yeah, Ruby Hill passing, finding a wide open Hudson Kleeman, who knocks down her first triple of the night.
Ball movement to the middle of the defense. Ball blocked, but picked up by Riverton and a score.
Vosica again.
Makes it 25-18. Riverton continues to find ways to score against Star Valley. Nelson up top, left side to McGee. Holds it, work around the arc. Hudson Kleeman on the right. Up top again, Nelson. Dumps to the free throw line to Hill. Ruby drives, double team on the post. Back to Kleeman. Clock down to 2:17 to go, third period. And Ambry resets the offense, top of the key. Double teamed, Hudson Kleeman on the right. Back to Nelson, wants to drive. Jumper out the free throw line, bounces in. 25-20 with 2 minutes to go in the third.
Ambry up to 7.
Lady Braves putting pressure in the backcourt. Ruby Hill on the ball handler. That's Weber. Pass to Leesburg, who's back into the game. Mackey's on her. Good defense on the sideline. Leesburg dribbles, loses the ball, but recollects it. Right side corner. Bounce pass up to Vosica on the wing. She'll dribble top of the key. Nelson on her. Back to Leesburg. Feeds into the lane, but stolen away by Hudson Kleeman. Lady Braves have a steal. Nelson makes a move and lost the ball at the line, recollect it, and then is fouled. That will be the 5th team foul on Riverton, so Star Valley will go to the Riverside Dental free throw line, see if they can hit some shots, trailing by 5.
Foul on Lexi Taylor, her third. Here's that last floater from 15 feet by Ambry Nelson. Ambry's been a little streaky at the line tonight. She's 3 of 6. Missed her last couple. Hoping to see if she can go back to the other direction. That one's good.
Livy Kleeman will sub in for Star Valley with the lead back down to 4. One more to go from the Riverside Dental free throw line for Ambry Nelson, the senior.
Cam Mackey going to come in as well, spelling Morgan McGee. Ambry looking for her 9th point here. And a chance to cut this to a one-possession game for the first time in a long time. Got it.
Makes it 25-22. Star Valley continues to claw back into this. Nelson will sub out after hitting both free throws. Star Valley pressuring in the backcourt. On the inbound to Taylor. Falling backward and fouled. That's the third foul, team foul on Star Valley. 1:17 to go in the third period.
Foul whistled against Cam Mackey, her first. As you mentioned, minute 17 with 3 team fouls.
Riverton inbounding again on the baseline. Flick up top and collected. And then, another foul on Star Valley, a quick one as they'll get Livy Kleeman reaching up and in.
Doesn't cost you anything yet, but now the next one's going to send Riverton to the line. So the Lady Braves have been really aggressive the last couple minutes. They'll have to be a little more judicious.
Matt Hill inbounds, side out, back court. Flick into the front court, bobbled but collected by Lexi Taylor. To the right side to Matt Hill in the corner. Flick up top of the key to Weber. Dribbles to the right, goes to the right key, spin, shoot, off the square and in. Lexi Taylor for 2. Back to a 5-point game, 27-22.
Good looking shot there, Lexi Taylor. 3 points for her.
53 seconds to go in the third period. Lady Braves still in it with a long 2 from Kleeman short. Followed the shot, got a rebound, put it up and in with the foul, falling forward. Got her own miss and put it up with the contact.
There's a replay there. Hudson finds it and puts it back up. Doesn't even bring the ball back down. Gets the foul. Free throw is good.
Down to a 2-point game, as close as Star Valley has been since first period. Early first period, and a foul on Star Valley on the inbound play.
I was just having that thought. What was it? 4-2 or something like that? I think that might have been that's how long it's been.
Yeah, it was 4-4 at one point, and then Riverton took a lead, and 27-25, but the foul does put Riverton in the bonus.
Yeah.
With 45 seconds to go, they'll have 2 on the line.
Second personal on Livy Kleeman. And this is Aspen Gordon to the line. She's 1 of 2 tonight. 56% on the season. First one is away and too strong, no good.
Third quarter coverage presented by REIC Rentals, formerly known as Black Mountain Rentals. Same employees, same great service with more resources to serve your needs. That's REIC Rentals. One more free throw to go for Aspen Gordon. Senior shoots and scores to make it a 3-point game, 28-25.
She's got 4 points.
40 seconds in the third. Mackey pressured, falling, but gives it to Kleeman in time. Hudson dribbles and goes to Hill. Up top, now left side England. Long 2, no, but a foul. She'll have 2 at the Riverside Dental free throw line with 32 seconds remaining in the third.
They're going to get Gordon again, so she's got 4 now. She's picked up 2 fouls just in the last minute. There you can see on the closeout running right into Avery England. England 0 for 4. This one is good. That's got to be a relief.
One more for England and trying to cut this down to a 1-point difference. 32 seconds remaining in the third. The shot is good. It's 28-27. Star Valley on defense as the clock hits 30 to go, third period. Still behind the timeline is Riverton. Weber dribbles, takes Hill across the half court.
Do not foul here if you're Star Valley.
And it's a steal for Star Valley. Ricochet into the hands of Mackey. Lots of time, 15 seconds. Cam in the front court, works to Hudson, down to 10 seconds. Work around again to Hudson, ball tipped to England, dumps to Mackey, back door, oh, just off the rim and no good. Rebounded by Riverton, they get a 3/4 court shot on the way, but short, no good. Lady Braves almost take the lead at the end of the third, but they do make up some ground. Heading into the fourth, it's Riverton 28, Star Valley 27 on the SVI Sports Network.
Feeling overwhelmed by managing your finances? Simplify your life with First Bank of Wyoming. We offer a full range of banking services, all under one roof. From checking and savings accounts to loans, mortgages, and rewards credit cards, we've got you covered. Plus, our convenient online banking and top-notch mobile app put you in control of your finances anytime, anywhere. First Bank of Wyoming, the only stop you need for all your banking needs.
Discover your future with Simplot, where a multitude of career opportunities await. Whether you're interested in mining, agriculture, engineering, technology, manufacturing, management, or a number of additional options, Simplot offers not just a job, but a truly satisfying and rewarding career. Explore our diverse range of positions and find where you belong. Visit Simplot.com to view available positions locally and across the United States. That's Simplot.com, a world of career opportunities.
Fourth quarter coverage of the SVI Sports Network is presented by Hayden Outdoors Real Estate. Local agents Andy Neild and Austin Callison.
Looked like Riverton was going to continue to build a lead, but Star Valley comes back late in the third. They pull to within one. It's Riverton basketball to open the fourth.
And yet another tight one here. Back-to-back games for the Lady Braves. Came up 1 point short last night. We'll see how this one plays out.
Riverton loses the ball on the inbound, but it was knocked out by England. So it stays with the Wolverines. They'll inbound again. 1 second went off the clock. This time a clean inbound to Leesburg. Avery England is on her defensively in the front court. Works to the left end. We'll have a jump ball call. Cameron Mackey right there to get the ball back. Arrow favors the Lady Braves.
You know, Cam hasn't scored, but she's got 6 rebounds, which is the team high. She's also got 2 steals, and she's made a bunch of plays like that.
Riverton back in the half-court trap. McGee lost the ball out of bounds. She was double-teamed on the sideline. That'll be a turnover, and it's Riverton basketball, still up by 1.
Right back where we were, minus 17 seconds.
4 timeouts still remain for Coach Erickson and Star Valley. 3 for Coach Bosner of Riverton. The Wolverines with a 1-point advantage. With the ball in the front court corner, Kimber Mathill works against Nelson. Dribbles all the way down to the right side corner. Picks it up. Bounce pass to Timbri Mathill. Right side wing feeds to the key, and there's a foul on the shot. Vosica with the attempt, and she'll go to the free throw line.
Riverton's done a nice job tonight of finding the cutter in stride. Look at Vosica. She's coming. Mathill sees her. They've done that several times tonight. Doesn't get the basket, but earns 2 free throws here. The foul is going to go against Gaskell.
And the first free throw is too strong, no good. It stays a 1-point game.
Vosica's got the game high right now of 12 points. She's 0 for 2 from the line, trying to salvage at least 1 on this trip.
Second attempt, bounces and no good. Stays a 1-point difference.
Rebound number 5 for Kate Gaskell.
Double team, but Nelson passes away from it. Now McGee on the right side. Picks up her dribble, pivots, double teamed, in trouble, needs an outlet, and she's fouled. That stops the clock at 7:08 to go in the fourth.
Thought they were going to get Mathill for that one. Instead, they're going to call it on Vosica. That's her second. Each team with 1 team foul, 7:08 to go.
Clean inbound to Nelson. Dribbles left, double teamed. Working against the pivot and able to find it down low to Kate Gaskell under the rim, and she'll throw it away. Was too far behind the backboard. Then she'll get it right back. Steals the ball again. Gaskell drives, jumper, no. Little contact, but no foul. Now we're going to have a jump ball. The arrow this time favors Riverton. Clock stopped at 6:45, and it's still a 1-point Wolverine lead.
Might have got a finger on that ball. I like the aggression, though, from Kate. Hudson Kleeman going to check in for Gaskell. She's had a solid night off the bench. 5 rebounds, couple of steals, 1 point. She's done what they've asked her to do.
6:45 remains in the game here in the fourth period of play. Inbound in the backcourt. England putting on the pressure defense against Leesburg. Feeds up ahead to Mathill. That's Timbri Mathill. Taylor Drives, kicks. Timbry again, works up to Leesburg. Top of the key pass left side, Vosica has a screen. Back to the right side wing with Taylor. Pulls up the jumper on the baseline, no good. Rebounded underneath the rim. Star Valley basketball, and Hudson Kleeman almost gets tied up, but pivots around it. Able to find Mackey out in front to McGee, out in front to England on the run, and the Lady Braves lead.
Wow.
29-28 with a transition offense.
That's at least the third time Hudson Kleeman has dug out a rebound under the rim like that.
Then the ball poked loose, picked up by McGee on the other end. Star Valley has a steal. Lady Braves with momentum, and McGee is fouled. Oh, a jump ball call, they say.
Oh, wow.
And it's Star Valley ball.
McGee's beside herself right there. Maybe I'm projecting. Maybe I'm beside myself. You got an arm across your face. I don't really think that's a jump, but that's just me. Here's the layup from Avery England. That probably felt good. She's got 4 points. And yeah, first lead for the Lady Braves in the whole game?
Yes.
Yes, they were tied at 4. They were down 10 in the early moments of the third quarter.
Coach Bosner wants to check the possession arrow. They're going to stay with Star Valley. Now McGee drives the angle, goes to the rim, no good. Fight for the rebound, and it's pulled in by Taylor. Riverton on the run, back the other way. Matt Hill stops, ripped away by Nelson. Ambry gets the ball right back for the Star Valley. She'll drive the right side, make a move into the rim, lost the ball. They let everything go, and now we're going to have a whistle and a jump ball call.
Pretty big collision down there. To me, there should be something one way or the other, whether it's on Matt Hill or Taylor or Nelson, but they're letting it roll.
5:29 to play in the fourth period. Star Valley leading by 1 on defense. 29-28, one team foul apiece. Loose ball on the inbound, knocked out by Star Valley. Gaskell tries to chase it down. It's going to stay with the Riverton Wolverines.
I said, no, that was a turnover.
No, it was.
Yeah, she passed. I don't think Star Valley touched it.
So it is Lady Braves basketball, inbounding. McGee collects it on the perimeter. Up top to Nelson. 5:20 to play in the game. England drives, jumper left key, short, no, and a rebound by Riverton. Lexi Taylor has the board. Star Valley pressures. Taylor able to dribble across the half court. Ripped away by Hudson Kleeman. Works it back to Gaskell, and another Star Valley still in the front court. And then Nelson has her pocket picked from behind. Loose ball on the court. Nelson rips it away, and then there's going to be a foul and a push.
Man.
You have to really, really foul in this game if you're going to get called.
Make sure your drawstring's done up tight. This is going to be a wild 5 game minutes.
29-28, it's Star Valley possession.
Foul went against Timbry Matt Hill, so she's got 4. Aspen Gordon has 4 for Riverton. Nobody on Star Valley in any type of foul trouble right now.
McGee dribbles up top, throws to Nelson too high, but Nelson collects it, tipped it back to McGee. Now back to Nelson in the corner. Goes in baseline, spins, defense falls, ball's loose, and Nelson will be called with another jump ball. The arrow favors Star Valley. 4:37 to go in the Hayden Outdoors Real Estate fourth period. Inbound outside, Star Valley basketball. Mackey on top, right side, McGee fakes the 3. Jumper on the baseline, good. Morgan the deuce. And a timeout taken by Coach Erickson. A full timeout. Lady Braves by 3, 4:29 to go. It's Star Valley 31, Riverton 28 on the SVI Sports Network.
Bill Neeb, I operate Teton Truss. We build roofing trusses, floor trusses, wall panels, and affordable homes. My relationship with Bank of Star Valley is very personable. I can call down to Thane, we're on a first name basis. I think Bank of Star Valley also uses character as well as credit score when it comes to making decisions. My dad once told me, going into business, you need a personal relationship with your banker, and I get just that.
Discover the convenience and reliability of Star Valley Disposal and Royal Flush Septic for all your waste management needs. We offer comprehensive services, including residential and commercial trash removal, septic pump outs, and a variety of porta potty options with optional cleaning schedules. Trust us for efficient and professional solutions. Visit StarValleyDisposal.com to schedule your service. That's StarValleyDisposal.com.
Live fourth quarter coverage is provided by Hayden Outdoors Real Estate, the brand that sells the land. Visit HaydenOutdoors.com.
Morgan McGee drops in a field goal on the baseline just before Star Valley calls the timeout. 3 timeouts remain for Coach Erickson. Lady Braves with their largest lead of the game, 4:20 left in the fourth. 31-28, Riverton basketball trailing now on the perimeter. Mackey, good defense working against Leesburg. She'll pass right side to Kimber Mathill, and up top again is Weber, who goes back to Leesburg. Takes the 3 to tie it, no good. Rebounded by Gaskell. What a job Kate Gaskell's done off the bench. We've seen her play very few minutes all season long, and then today she's come alive.
She's been up to the task. 6 rebounds for her.
Hudson Kleeman for 3, corner no good. Rebound almost by Star Valley, but lost out of bounds. They'll say off of Morgan, and it's Riverton basketball.
Back in for the Wolverines, this is Timbry Mathill. She does have 4 fouls. She and Aspen Gordon in foul trouble here with 3:49 left in regulation for Riverton. Just keep that in mind.
Ball inbounded by Leesburg, or to Leesburg, I should say, with 3:40 remaining in the fourth period.
Wow. That was very near an offensive foul on the pick.
Well, lucky Mackey kind of went over the top of it. Ball moving around the arc still for Riverton. Taylor dribbling around the outside, tries to flick down to Leesburg, but over her head and out of bounds.
Gordon going to check in on that dead ball for Leesburg, it looks like. Oh, excuse me. No, it's going to be for Taryn Weber.
Star Valley has Mackey, Nelson, McGee, Hudson Kleeman, and Kate Gaskell on the court right now down the stretch. 31-28. Half-court trap again for the Lady Wolverines. Pass ahead to Gaskell to break the press. Right side falling out, has to just throw it in. That will be a turnover, and Riverton will call the timeout with 3:05 to go. That's the third timeout taken by Coach Bosner. Full timeout. Star Valley 31, Riverton 28 on the SVI Sports Network.
Drive your career forward by joining the LCSD2 Transportation Department. We're now hiring for part-time bus aides starting at $16.75 per hour. Full-time route drivers earn $22 per hour, working only during the school year. Substitute driver and substitute aide positions are also available. Explore these rewarding opportunities and become a vital part of our education system. For more information, visit lcsd2.org and click Job Openings. That's lcsd2.org and click Job Openings.
Discover the thrill of adventure with Salt River Motors, your go-to destination for Polaris side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and sleds. Gear up with premium off-road gear and accessories. And when you are on the road, Salt River Motors keeps you moving with a full automotive service department for tires, shocks, brakes, and comprehensive repair and general maintenance. Visit Salt River Motors on Highway 89 south of Etna or online at saltrivermotors.com.
This is Bill Riley, voice of the Utah Utes. Here's more live coverage of the Star Valley Braves with Duke and Dow.
Out of the Riverton timeout, Lady Wolverine basketball. They trail Star Valley 31-28 in Afton. 3 minutes to go in the Hayden Outdoors fourth period. Ball moving around the arc here for Riverton after the inbound. Work to Bosica up top. Gaskell's on her. She remains in the game. Bosica with a screen and then pitch to Gordon. She has a screen, drives to the free throw line, but no shot. Back outside again. Now a three. No, Leesburg fakes it, drives, and is fouled at the free throw line by Nelson. This will be on the floor with 2:39 to go in the game.
And I'll just say this, Duke, we've kind of talked about how much contact there's been in the fourth quarter. 2:39, and that foul right there, that is going to be a mental shift now. I think things are going to get real tight on the whistles here, and you need to make that adjustment if you're these teams.
A 3-point Star Valley lead. Lady Braves trying to hold on here at home. Inbound to the free throw line to Gordon. Drives, lost the ball on the court, and we'll have a jump ball, another tie-up. Arrow favors Riverton this time. They'll keep it on their baseline.
Good job of Ambry Nelson, though, getting down here to tie it up and flip the arrow. Got enough of the ball there. If you were from a certain angle, it looked like she's giving her a hug, but no, she had the ball as well.
Riverton inbounds. Baseline, then tipped out of bounds. Last touch by the inbounder, which is Matt Hill, and that's a Riverton turnover.
Sometimes the ball just bounces here in the wrong place, the wrong time. That's what happened here.
Lady Braves get the stop. Still with a 3-point lead and still working against the half-court trap. They break it to McGee. Quickly to Mackey. Stops on the left key, back outside to McGee. She's double-teamed immediately, and the ball movement resets to England. 2:16 to go in the fourth.
This is one of those situations we talked about.
Nelson jumper at the free throw line, no good. Rebound and a tie-up. This time it will go with Star Valley, Vosica, and Nelson. Jump ball between the two again.
I was just going to bring up the shot clock, which is coming next fall. This is a situation where you have a 3-point lead in the ball. You can bleed a lot of clock potentially, and next year that won't necessarily be the case.
Nelson with a 3-point lead, drives, kicks to England on the right wing. Bounce pass to Hudson. Good sidestep, bounce up to Nelson. Shot fake, drive, jumper on the left post, off the square, but too strong and too high, no good. And another jump ball between Nelson and Vosica. This time the arrow favors Riverton.
Boy, this thing is tight as can be.
Riverton inbounds, down by 3, 1:50 to go in the game. Wolverines dribble away from the pressure and across the half court. Vosica gets England on her, now flicks it down low, able to get it. Reverse layup is in. Pretty move.
Lexi Taylor puts it up and in, 5 points and 95 seconds to go.
Lady Braves by 1. McGee to the rim, no good, but a foul. Morgan collects the whistle and she'll go to the Riverside Dental free throw line.
That's going to be foul number 5 on Aspen Gordon. She is fouled out. 4 points, 3 rebounds on my stat sheet. Lexi Taylor will move down to the low block. Morgan McGee to the line. She has not attempted a free throw today, but she leads the 4A West at 81%.
That one's good to make it a 2-point difference. Star Valley 32, Riverton 30 with 1:30 remaining in the Hayden Outdoors fourth period. Got them both, 33-30, big ones.
11 points for Morgan.
Star Valley continues to pressure on the inbound, knocks the ball loose, and officials look at each other, say Star Valley basketball.
Star Valley basketball. And that's one of those officials, I think they're just kind of...
Look at the Coach Erickson scoot here, this is great.
Yeah, I noticed this actually. Boop, boop, boop. Light on his feet. Nice job, Coach. I think Riverton staff felt like maybe that could have gone the other way, and honestly, just based on the body language of the officials, I think they just kind of made a gut call, and it's going to go against Riverton. I can see why he's frustrated.
1:28 to go in the game. McGee in the circle, works it back left, finds Nelson. Kick to England above the left corner, double team, trapped and in trouble, so a timeout taken by Coach Erickson. Good timeout, you still had 3 left and your player in trouble there. So with 1:18 to go, it's a 30-second timeout. Braves leading by 3 on the SVI Sports Network.
Whether you're courtside or mat side this season, it's also tax season. This is your Miles CPA tax tip. Filing an extension on your taxes only gives you more time to file your tax return. It doesn't give you more time to pay. If you owe taxes and wait to pay until you file or until the extension deadline, the IRS can and will charge you interest and possibly penalties, starting from the original tax date of April 15th. So even with an extension, it's smart to estimate and pay what you owe on April 15th to avoid extra costs.
Let's go back to the game with more live coverage of Star Valley High School sports on the SVI Sports Network.
It's been a tight game almost the entire way. Right now, Star Valley leading it 33-30. Lady Braves trailed through the majority, took the lead early in the fourth and have held it, albeit a small lead, with 1:18 to go. England will inbound for Star Valley. Finds McGee alone in the front court. Then she's double teamed, lost it, collected, and goes back to Nelson. Defense immediately on her. 3 team fouls on Riverton. Work to England, an open look at the rim, too strong, no good. Rebounded though by Hudson and back outside. Lady Braves able to burn more clock with 60 seconds to go in the game. Flick to England, tipped, loose, out of bounds, stays with Star Valley.
That was rebound number 7 for Hudson Kleeman. That is the game high. There's a look at it again.
Avery England will inbound with 56 seconds. Riverton has 1 foul to give, 3 team fouls. Not fouling yet, still playing the ball. Star Valley trying to pass away from the contact. Burning clock down to 45 seconds.
To me, I'd want to get it to Morgan McGee.
Mackey to England. And there's the foul to stop the clock at 38.6, just to get you to that 4th. Riverton still has time here. You don't have to foul immediately with 38 seconds to go in a 1-possession game.
Fallon Vosica, her 3rd.
You can still play for the steal or the turnover. Inbound to McGee, quickly back Mackey, and then they do foul her with a few seconds off the clock. So Cam Mackey to the Riverside Dental free throw line. She'll have 2 shots in the bonus.
You know, dude, Cam was one of those players in that Natrona game last week. Started off really tough from the free throw line, missed a bunch, but then found her stride and helped close that game out. This is her first attempt of the night. First one's good.
Big because it makes it a 2-possession game now. 34-30 with 35.7 on the clock. 1 more to go for Mackey. Cameron's dribbles, shoots, and scores.
She's been pretty clutch.
A 5-point Star Valley lead, then Nelson steals on the inbound play. And another foul for Riverton. Huge play for Ambry Nelson to give the ball back to Star Valley and a chance for 2 more at the line.
Leesburg whistled for that one, her first. Nelson to the line, where she's 5 of 8 tonight. First one is good.
A 6-point Star Valley lead, their largest of the game, and now a chance to push it to 3 possessions.
That basket put Ambry up to 10. That one no good.
Rebound fought for. Star Valley comes away with it on the court. Now a jump ball as McGee had it, went down, and the arrow does favor, though, Star Valley. So another huge play down the stretch here for the Lady Braves to give the possession back to them. Inbound outside, work to Nelson. She's immediately fouled, and you can start to see it on the faces of the Riverton Lady Wolverines. Some huge plays right down the stretch. Shots made from the free throw line, no turnovers, but Star Valley getting the ball back on defense.
Free throw from Nelson is good. She's now matched Morgan McGee with 11 points for the team high. The game high still to Vosica for 12, and Ambry just tied her.
Now an 8-point Star Valley lead. Lady Braves pulling away down the stretch with just 22 seconds and on the way to a win. A tough, hard, gritty comeback effort, and a foul on the other end will go against Star Valley. Just the Lady Braves' 3rd team foul, so not a bad one with 16.6 seconds to go.
And you know, sometimes you just make a guess. Doing our job, Duke, I thought this game would get tightened up on the refs, but no, they haven't called a lot of fouls. That one's good, though. They're going to call it good.
They do. That's an and 1 opportunity for Riverton. Oh, no. Nope, they did say she made the signal as if it was down, but then I guess that meant on the floor.
Yeah, pointing at the floor. 3rd personal on Ambry.
And there's a kickball on the inbound. So we have 14.7 seconds to go. Lady Braves up by 8, 38-30, and in good position to pull off the win.
This game's a great example what regionals is going to be like, though, Duke. Every game is going to be an absolute battle. You cannot take anything for granted.
Ball almost stolen by England on the inbound. Another almost second ticks away. 13.5 to go, and now Riverton will inbound on the sideline.
Shout out to our social media guru standing in there taking a shot.
And a jump ball call. Arrow favors Riverton. England in there to tie it up. And Star Valley not giving Riverton anything easy down the stretch with an 8-point lead. 10.6 to go in the Hayden Outdoors 4th period. Lob up top to Matt Hill. Clock down to 9, 8. Matt Hill drives, scoops it up. Too strong, no good. Rebound lost out of bounds. Last touch by Riverton. Officials look and say it is Wolverine basketball. 3 seconds is all that's left, though, and just not enough time for the Wolverines. Star Valley will get the win with Riverton inbounding. They go down low. Ball stolen by England, and time expires. Avery England with the steal right before the buzzer sounds. And the Lady Braves pull away late from the free throw line in gritty defense down the stretch to win it. 38-30. And yeah, now that was not pretty, but it is a win. And if you're Coach Harris, you're going to take that. And you host Jackson next week to wrap up the regular season as we head into the Silver Star postgame show. Silver Star Internet, better connected. Learn more at silverstar.com. That is silverstar.com. Your final, Lady Braves with the win, 38-30. We have Millie Kazare courtside. She's going to catch up with Coach Kate Erickson and get his thoughts on this one after the win today. And the Lady Braves will have senior night to wrap up the regular season against the Lady Broncs in Afton next week on a Friday night. We'll have your post-game scoring stats and your player of the game on the way as well. And it looks like we do have Millie with Coach Erickson for the post-game report. Let's send it down to Millie with Miles CPA.
Okay, so at halftime you mentioned how you really need the girls to step up. How did you see them respond to that in the second half?
I felt that they all stepped up, and so that was the big thing. Even if they only played a few minutes, they came in, they did great things, and those last 6 girls that came in, they contributed, did a lot of great things, and so we were able to come away with the win.
And talk about your bench for a minute. How crucial are they for this team?
They're huge, whether I play 6 or 7 or if I have to go 9 or 10. I played everybody today except for 2 girls, but I could play any of them at any given moment, and I hope they know that. And I know it's hard a lot of times when they don't get the time that they want, but they all do such a great job.
Awesome. Well, that's all I caught for you today, but thank you so much for your time, and congrats on the win. We'll send it back to you, Duke.
Thank you, Millie Kazare, with the Miles CPA courtside report. Miles CPA locations in Afton and in Alpine. Now, your stats presented by Battleston Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home.
Well, first for the Wolverines, Carson Mosika with 12. Taylor Leesburg with 9. 5 for Lexi Taylor. 4 for Aspen Gordon. The Lady Braves win the rebounding battle tonight, 27-16 on my stat sheet. The Wolverines go 1 of 7 from 3, 5 of 12 from the free throw line. The Lady Braves overcome a really tough first half. 12 points for Ambry Nelson, 5 rebounds, 5 steals as well. Morgan McGee finishes with 11. 6 points for Hudson Kleeman, 4 for Avery England, 2 for Cam Mackey, 2 for Libby Kleeman, 1 for Kate Gaskell. The rebounding numbers, though, Kate Gaskell was 6, Hudson Kleeman had 7, Nelson had 5, Cam Mackey had 6. Doing a great job there. Lady Braves 2 of 13 from the three-point line and 16 of 27 from the free throw line. That's just a shade under 60% as they pull one out here on the home court, 38-30.
That's a look at your Battleston Brothers Carpet One Floor at Home post-game battle stats, where you'll find quality, price, and service a block south of the Arch in Afton. Battleston Brothers Flooring. Again, your final, Star Valley with the 38-30 win over Riverton. Will host Jackson next week. Now your player of the game, presented by Star Valley Skidoo.
Well, I thought Ambry Nelson really did a lot of things really well tonight. 12 points, 5 rebounds, 5 steals. She got it done at the free throw line late, going 8 of 12 from the line to help put this one away. That's who my choice was for the Star Valley Skidoo player of the game.
Congratulations, Ambry Nelson, Star Valley Skidoo. Top quality products combined with excellent service standards. Visit StarValleySkidoo.com. That's it for this game. We'll wrap up the Silver Star post-game show. Boys game on the way next in just a few moments live on the SVI Sports Network.